So I have to tease now. This is the hard part of the job where I tell you to like, subscribe, and follow This Is Truly News because, well, I do.
Please like us. Please.
Yeah, we're basically doing the Sally Fields thing after we got our Oscar. Only we don't get the Oscar.
Yeah, we get something else.
Does anyone remember she was a short little nun flying in Puerto Rico? Does anyone remember that? Back in the day?
Sister Bertrill.
Sister Bertrill. Yeah, I love that show. Oh, it's awful, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh, yes. Sally Fields was a flying nun. And if she could fly today, she would fly right to her computer and like, subscribe, and follow This Is Truly News. And as she was reading stuff on the interweb, she would send us all the cool stories at TITR@netradio.network. Just go with it.
All right.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true,
Really?
as far as you know.
So, the guy was a medical student. A patient and his brother came in together.
All right.
Patient was there for a post-op visit after hernia repair. Okay. Turns out.
And might I just say from the outset, ow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turns out after inspection, he actually had another baseball-sized hernia.
Ow.
But that's not the crazy part.
Oh, no.
His brother, on the other hand, literally had a football-sized hernia visibly coming out the left leg of his shorts. It looked like an inguinal hernia. That inguinal crease right there where your leg and crotch meet.
One more
right
time.
There. He was able to use it as an armrest.
I
asked him if it bothered him at all. He said straight up, my brother's hernias are painful. This isn't. So I thought it was just a quirky defect.
Well, you could say that.
I hope he was lying to save face, but we recommended he get it taken care of.
Probably not a bad idea, dude. I'm in great pain now. I hope you realize
It's
that.
a quirky defect, right? It's just here. I'll just.
It's just a little. It's no big deal. I can tuck that back in.
It's just ridiculous.
Now I'm supposed to do something here?
Yeah, please do the next story.
How?
By reading the words on the page.
Yeah, but I'm still. Now I have a pain in my just below my stomach. Is that
right
good?
Inguinal crease there?
Yes.
I know
I didn't
why.
even know what that was called. More than 800 New Yorkers aged 75 and older, speaking of hernias, are going to get a new friend, according to The Verge.
Yay!
The New York State Office for the Aging is distributing, I would say only New York, but we know that's not true, is distributing robot companions named LEQ, built by the Israeli company Intuition Robotics to help with social isolation. So that would be like giving Wednesday a butler named Lurch.
Mm-hmm.
For example.
I'm amazed we didn't have these in Edina when I was going to school.
They did. You were just too poor.
We were too poor and we had just the regular butler.
You see? Was it a monkey butler, a dog butler?
No, it was Jeff, the butler.
No, it wasn't. It would be Jeffrey.
No, he was a discount butler. A buffler? A discount butler.
Oh, that leads into a whole other set of weirdness.
And
where was I? Intuition Robotics.
Yeah.
LEQ, for example, engages in small talk and helps contact loved ones. You suppose it tells them off?
I was going to say, can you program it to throttle them? There's a couple I'd like to go after right now.
According to the NYSOA director, I don't know what that is, New York something. It focuses on what matters to individuals, memories, life validation, interactions with friends and families, where their money's kept. Intuition Robotics at LEQ.
Where they keep their extra key.
Exactly. What their passwords are. Where was I now? Oh, LEQ can project empathy. How? It's a robot.
Yeah, well, I've known some people who can project empathy, but they aren't actually empathetic.
See, that's not the same thing.
So what they've created is a narcissistic robot. Great.
Well, how have we ever gone this far without them? Anyway, the folks that made these things that says project empathy, it can form bonds with users. Generally, they're zip ties, even cracking jokes for users who like to laugh a lot.
Pull my finger.
So it's Henny Youngman with zip ties.
Take my wife, please.
Okay, maybe Rodney Dangerfield. No, he's not that funny either.
So let's talk about Larry.
Larry?
Not his real name.
Okay.
Larry was involved in a job site accident.
Fake Larry.
Yes. With a real job site accident, because he was underneath some scaffolding when it was backed into by a vehicle and it collapsed on top of him.
Okay.
Fake Larry was pinned down, couldn't feel his legs, and was bleeding from a head wound.
Did he think it was just a hernia that didn't hurt?
No. He was 100% convinced he was going to die.
Okay.
So we're all trying to pull the scaffold off and render first aid and all that. He just kept asking to use a phone to call his wife, Susie. That's not her real name, too.
So fake Larry wanted to call fake Susie.
Right. Our supervisor, who is actually a real person, apparently, gave him a phone. Fake Larry called fake Susie and confessed everything.
You mean Oh, no.
He admitted to having multiple affairs.
No.
Looting from Susie's parents.
So he's actually stupid Larry.
Creeping on their neighbor's teenage daughter.
Ew!
And doing coke with Susie's sister.
Well, then.
Larry was crying, telling her he was so sorry, begging for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Turns out, fake Larry was just pinned down by a couple of tubes and bracers that fell together just right and was tight enough to pinch a nerve and slow circulation a bit. He ended up with 6 stitches on his head and some bruises.
Was that before or after he got home?
Before.
Oh.
And getting home was harder. He lost his house, his pickup truck, custody of his kids, and half his paycheck to child support and alimony. Plus, he got written up for not wearing a hard hat under scaffolding.
So it all worked out then.
Yeah, exactly as it should have. What a jerk.
You know the running gag? Listen, dude, if I die, tell my wife I love her and erase my browser history, right?
Right.
We are a man in Japan identified as Toko has spent almost $16,000 to make himself look like
A pogo stick.
No.
He wanted to be Toko Pogo.
Toko the Pogo.
Yeah.
No. He made himself look like a collie. Lassie come home, fulfilling his dreams and depleting his savings account all in one fell swoop. Toko contracted with a professional company called Zeppet.
That's like one of the weirdest fetishes.
Yeah, well, just got a guy that lost his entire house for confessing all of his stuff for no real reason.
Yeah, well, there is that. He pretty much got what he deserved, though.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, he contacts a company called Zeppet, which makes sculptures and costumes for movies and amusement facilities. They created a costume that is very realistic. It took 40 days and 40 nights to build.
And then the rain.
And then came the rain.
And he's running around going, where's another one? A female, preferably.
I made it a collie because it looks real when I put it on. Long-haired dogs can mislead the human figure. I met such a condition and made Collie my favorite breed of dog.
Is there another shoe dropping here soon?
Nope. I got nowhere to go with this. Nope. Apparently, he spent most of his fortune getting a costume for Halloween, is what I'm guessing.
I get the idea he wears it more than on Halloween.
Yeah, well, I'm trying not to go there because it's just annoying. Hope he's not peeing on your trees, is what I'm hoping.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.